the GG Tour Reviewer. I hope you're having a pleasant weekend. Hope everything's going okay. I hope you and your family, friends, all that, you're all doing good. Tonight we're going to be reviewing a figure I ordered off Hasbro Pulse, which is a website where you can order their newer products that come out and get some pretty cool stuff on there. They also do like X-Men figures, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, whole plethora of things. But I ordered Sandstorm. For those unfamiliar with Sandstorm, he is another Seeker. Um, Very conehead like, and he was actually inspired. Or, I don't know if inspired would be the right word. Okay, a little tricky here with Sandstorm. Uh, he's G1 themed. However, he is technically a G2 character. So take that for whatever it's worth. What happened was way back in the day that they're putting out their product line, and I believe Starscream and Thrust. No, it's not. No, not Ramjet. Were supposed to come out, but they decided what they were going to do was they were going to give a repaint to Ramjet, and they named him Sandstorm. And I believe he had like little spots here and there in the comic books and things like that. But he was never like a really big part of things as far as that goes. In the storylines, as far as I know, I could be wrong, but he's still a cool looking figure. We're going to review him tonight. But before we do, we're going to wanted to give you an update. Again, very close. In fact, I should be sending out my parts this Wednesday to get re-chromed for Megatron. It's down between two companies. I'm trying to get a quote from the other company to see if I could get it done a little cheaper. But either way, that's getting done very soon. And the rest of the figure, his body is nice and polished. Everything's looking good. And he's ready to go. Now he just needs the chrome pieces. But I did pick up one little tidbit I ordered last week, which was the original poster / mini catalog that came with Megatron. And he finally came in, so I thought I'd share it with you. So let me... That's right here. See this? I put a little packet together with the original stuff, but I'm not going to show everything. I'm just going to show the poster. And that's right here. It's kind of neat. So, we've got the instruction manual and the little white sheet that shows how to put the attachments on and the little barcode here. But here we go. So this is a little mini poster / catalog, and you'll see right here. It's basically just the art is just the back of the box that came with the original most of the G1 Transformers, as far as I know. But it's right here. It's open here. I'm trying to be careful about this. This stuff's pretty old. So there's the front, right there, and it has right there is a world transformed, where things are not what they seem. It is a world of Transformers, a world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. Now, of course, we all know the Autobots are the real evil ones, but we're not going to get into that. And you flip over the back, and you can take a look. This is the catalog. This is basically tells you the whole line. And it has here, welcome to the world of Transformers, a world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. Collect them all. And they start off with the Autobots at the top. You see you have all your little mini cars. Brawn, Bumblebee, Huffer, Cliffjumper, wind changer and gears. Then we have the vehicles, the cars, and you have wheeljack, trail breaker, ironhide, ratchet, helm, rod, sunstreaker, jazz, sideswipe, blue streak, and prowl. And of course, you have the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. It gives a little story for Optimus, just a little bit. Optimus is the strongest and wisest of Autobots. The truck's car transforms into this mighty Autobot warrior. The tractor opens up into Autobot headquarters. That's just as his name. Of course, now we're going to go to the Decepticons here. Starts off the cassettes. And let's see. The evil Decepticons fool you as a cassette, but they transform to either a Jaguar, Condor, or robots. And it tells you the ones that you got there. Of course, you have Frenzy, Laserbeak, Ravage, and Rumble. Then you have your Seekers. Of course, they didn't call them Seekers back then. That's a kind of a name that group kind of tagged along over the years. You have Thundercracker, Skywarp, and of course Starscream. And you have Soundwave, and it comes with Buzzsaw. He is the official communicator, and of course the Decepticon leader Megatron. And it says this Walter P-38 weapon with extensions transforms into two equally frightening forces: a particle beam cannon and Megatron, the Decepticon leader. Autobots beware. But as you see, it's a nice little piece, and it's in decent enough shape. I thought of doing some minor restoration work to it. I don't know if you could see it there, but you can kind of see where the white lines are starting to creep in a little bit, and that's pretty common on these older things. But I opted not to, and primarily because you can see how they have the black borders. But if you flip it over, you have the poster art, and I'm afraid if I went in there with the black marker and touched it up a little bit, it would seep into the poster art, and that's something I wasn't willing to risk. But yes, here. So now, the only thing I'm really missing now is the original sticker sheet. I could go to a couple sites and buy some reproduction sheets. I could do that, and they're relatively cheap. You can get reproduction sheets for as low as anywhere from $20 as low as $8.99. Some of them are real nice. Some of them are like pretty good, top quality stuff, and they look like legit. But I would know they're not real, and a collector would know they're not real, because any original sticker sheets you're going to find, for the most part, the Decepticon logo will be pretty faded, just because of the age of it. So I mean, it might fool someone who wouldn't know any better, but that's not what I'm about. I don't want to try to fool anyone or deceive anyone, or, if you will, decept anyone, as far as that goes. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, and the time will come. Time will come when I get it, and when I do, it'll be authentic and legit, and it will be awesome. Okay, so there we go. So I'll put them in this neat little packet again. And what I did was I took a little plastic bag and I just cut it, and I made it so I could fold it over like that, and just to keep it tight and together and keep it away from the elements. And it looks nice. It looks nice. Okay, so on to the Sandstorm review. First things and foremost, not happy about this. I've seen these boxes, and I've not ordered products off Hasbro Pulse because I knew it came in these boxes, but I didn't know this came in this box. I thought it would come in like a regular package. And my issue here is you can't display this. Let me pull the back up a little bit here, just so you can get a better look at it. As you can see, It's a cardboard box. Has the Autobot logo on the side there. It says Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, 8 years old and up, Hasbro. Has some package information. And then it has this here. Tells you what it is, Decepticon Sandstorm. And it has some product information and all that jazz. And when they sent this to me, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. They decided they were going to put a sticker on it. Right there. A sticker right there. If it wasn't for the fact that I was unboxing, I probably would have sent it back because that would have pissed me off. But nonetheless, how can you display this? You know, like for example here, you have my thrust, and you don't need to open him up to know what he looks like or what you're getting. And he's got the nice plastic window, and it looks nice. And you got like nice box art on the side. Now this, you have basically a cardboard box. With that said, I plan on keeping the figure. So we're going to unbox him. I suspect, based off the pictures I saw off the website, he's going to look much like Ramjet, except he's going to be camouflaged. So let's open this up here. Okay. So we opened it up. We're gonna pop this bad boy open here. Let's take a look. Right inside, you got your box art on some box art on the inside, and here we go. In his full glory Sandstorm, and like expected, he looks like a cone head. And I would have to imagine he probably transforms the same. I'm not expecting much more than that. But we'll find out for sure. Let's take a look at it. And I have some stuff on the back and side, so we're going to take that out. But as I said, first impression, not too happy about the fact that you really can't display him without taking him out. And, you know, honestly, from a collector's standpoint, right? Say you're a collector, and you're open. You can't advertise that this is unopened because you're going to have to open it to look at it. And I don't know about you or anyone else, but if I order something, I want to inspect what I got first to make sure everything's kosher. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with this. So you're going to have to open him. There's just no way around it. You're going to have to crack that seal. See, it's cracked open. So right there, the value of the figure just dropped doing that. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's concentrate on the figure himself. He looks cool. He looks cool. It's, see, we got it right there. That's the front of him. He's got his two guns. He's got the camouflage look on the back. You could see right there. And if you look right there, you got that little camouflage Decepticon logo. But we're going to crack him open and take him out of his box. Like that. Or his packaging. Let's do that. Let's take the... I don't understand why they make this so difficult. It annoys me to no end. But you really gotta get in there and dig in to get these pieces out. Look at all. It's ridiculous that I have to go through all that just to get the pieces out. All right, so I'll just start off with Sandstorm. We're gonna pull him out. Okay. Here's Sandstorm. Okay. Tight. Looks like the other Seekers. Has a nice solid feel to it, obviously, all plastic. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Here's a better look at his details right there. See? Right there. And You got his facial expression. It's pretty much the same. I don't know if you could tell, but I think it's pretty much the same as the other cone heads. I think except one of them. One of them has a different facial expression. Let's see if we get these guns out right here. These things are a pain in the you-know-what to get out, but we got to get them out, though. If we're going to do a full review on it, and gosh dang it, you just don't want to make it easy for me, do you? So we're going to... Okay, I think we're close to getting this one out. Jesus, Christmas. Can you just be any more? And look, I'm actually bending the gun, trying to get it out. What made them think? Okay, so. What? See, I don't want to force these out, but it's almost like they're making me. Okay. Sandstorm. You're going to have to step aside for a second while I get these out. Okay. It's about damn time. Got one out. All right. Much more difficult than it had to be. Get that out. So we got Sandstorm here, right here, looking pretty bad arse, I must say. He's a cool looking fighter, cool looking character. Forgive me, I take a swig of my water. We got his little guns right here, and we're gonna, for the time being, just put those in his hands. I think I would have liked it better if the guns were black or something, different color than the color of the body. They look very generic. I'll say that about the guns. So, not trying to be nitpicky, but I mean, look, those guns don't look like they're anything spectacular, right? I mean, they're almost unnoticeable if you line it up with the rest of his body, because it's all the same color. Looks like you got yourself a bit of a, I want to say a whitish color in the back behind his head. A paint job is okay. Oh yeah, before here's his instruction manual. Pretty straightforward. It looks much like the transformation of thrust that you saw in my last video, and I'm going to assume the wings are everything. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. If I have to refer to it, I will, but I don't think I'm going to have to. Let's take a look at how posable is the wings move here, like this, like that. Which, that's nice. The legs here, you know, they turn just like on the other ones. Feet right there. He's pretty posable for a figure, considering you can like put him in some cool battle poses like this. Like, of course, my favorite is like the one where it's like he's flying in for battle, for attack in robot mode. Arms, pretty flexible. Twistable joints, which is important. Let's see if I could go a video without dropping a figure or something on the floor. I always seem to do that. So I'm going to take that other gun out. But you can like put them in some pretty cool poses. Like, yeah, woohoo, yeah, party. I don't know, whatever. You know. Or I almost, you could bring it in, like, if you want to, like, hey, let's bring it in for a hug, bro. See? You're going to bring it in for a hug. Sandstorm likes giving hugs. All right, so that comes up, of course. Just like another video. And I guess we'll start off. We'll put them. I think. Oh, that's not cool. Let's see. What is this? Right? I don't know if you can see it there, but look at that. The scratch right off there. And you just saw me. I just literally took them out of the packaging. Why would they send these out with defects like this? That's defect to me. If you're spending that 35, well, I spent 35 on this. I had to pay a little aftermarket price on it, but you're spending $30 on a figure, you know. Anyways, they should be ashamed of themselves, but I'm not going to complain too much. Whatever, it is what it is. So let's take a right there. I like that little detail right there on the nose of the jet, like that. I think the window color of the cockpit works well. And as you see, much like the other ones, you kind of flip it over like that to get to his head. And we're going to kind of like this to push his arm back. It's the same thing as like, whatever the thrust was. And you go like this, and you gotta put it so his fist is like that. And you kind of like shrink in the arm a little bit. So you kind of pull this up like this. And you kind of scooch it back here a little bit. Let's see if I can get this on here. Sometimes these things give me issues. Come on. Why are you being difficult? Here we go. You're almost on there. What the heck? Why is this being difficult here? Really? I had this issue with the thrust figure recently. I'll get it here. Okay, let's try to start from the beginning here. There we go. Sometimes you got to play around with it. So we got it here. So we have his arms prepared. And the next thing you want to do is, you see those two little latches there? Here and here. Pretty simple. Just kind of pop it off like that. And you're going to kind of push the body forward like this. And then you're going to take this aspect of this plane, spin it around. There. And you're going to attach that right there. So, as you can see, that it's going with that. And you're going to take your arm portions right here. You're going to push them in like that. See? And snap it back on. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can. Like that. You hear that nice little crisp snap. And then you're going to go to his legs. Pop that out. That portion out. Pop that portion out. Flip his feet back. Flip his feet back like that. Pretty straightforward and simple. So they close and open. And you're going to kind of do one of these deals. And you're going to push it forward here. And then you're going to snap his legs together like this. And like that. And then you're going to take this. So you slide this back like that. Like that. See that right there? Sorry, sometimes I don't think of that. You know, you're actually maybe watching this, and you may want to see how it actually transforms. So I got a little head myself here, but as you can see, that slides back like that. And yeah, you put that like there. And of course, okay, so we got a transformed Sandstorm. You can take his little guns there, put them on the wings in the back right there, and right there. And much like I've noticed in the last thrust video, I would have liked it if they would have had a pull-out piece and some wheels so he can land properly as a jet, but they don't, and that's okay. It is what it is. That's a sharp-looking jet. Looks pretty darn cool, in my opinion. I like the color of the cockpit. I don't think it works well in some figures, but on this one I think it works pretty well with the overall color scheme. I like the camouflage colored Decepticon logos right there. It's pretty nice. This is underneath with him in jet mode. Okay. And as I said, this is probably my favorite part right here. It's really a homage to those old cool military fighters, especially like the ones in World War II and so on and so forth, where they would, you know, decorate their airplanes up and make them look real cool. Of course, feels nice. And he's ready for battle. He is ready for battle. Sandstorm is ready to go. I think he's a very underrated Seeker. Overall, this, again, that bothers me. They should have, like, I don't know, a missile or something you could have put in there just to fill that out, because it looks kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say ugly, but it looks empty. But this is probably, just because I really like the color scheme, probably one of my favorite Seekers that I've seen. And that includes over Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp, and all those guys. And, well, at least one of the cone heads. It looks real sharp. And I think this would be a nice addition to your collection. I wouldn't recommend buying him if you want to, you know, display him. Oh, hey, it's all good, man. Eat your supper, man. Hope all is well with you, bro. Hope life is good. Of course, people as Alt BLT90, very talented streamer. If you haven't seen his stuff, please check him out. Super talented, great guy. A lot of fun to hang around with. And that he's much more entertaining than I can ever hope to be. But he graces me with his presence, and real nice peeps. Let's see. I guess, what I should have done was I should have brought Thrust out and done like a side-by-side comparison, just to give you a heads up. Because I don't have the other cone heads. The one I have is Thrust. I'm sorry. Not paying $200+ for Dirge and Ramjet. That's ridiculous for two plastic Transformers, in my opinion. Just not doing it. So we're going to untransform him now and put him back in his robot mode. And pretty simple stuff. His legs pop out like that. And his feet go like this. And, of course, you're going to unsnap the legs. And again, you're going to see these two little clips here. So just going to pop it off. Pretty easy. I'm going to take this, of course, lift this piece up first. And oh, geez. What the heck? There you go, like that. Pop that little piece. And do that. So that frees that little area up here. And of course, he's halfway transformed now. And you're going to pull this back down. Oh, thank you. You're too kind, man. You are way too kind. So you're going to pull his arms out like that. Of course, click the body piece back on. Actually, no. I got a little too ahead of myself because we got to do this first. Going to pull this part out. And, okay, so you're going to do that. Then do that. So it fills in like that. And you're going to, oh, well, I don't like that. There we go. Why aren't you clicking? Okay, clicking on like that. Sometimes you'll have some issues clicking those on. They should go much smoother than they do sometimes. And you're going to take, of course, the fists back out here like this. Pull this out, see? Pull this out like that. And then pull that back out like this. And you're going to have his regular arm there again. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. Of course, this is making me look foolish here, because you would think like that. It's supposed to pop up here. Now this is being difficult, but whatever. We'll get this sucker up here. Here we go. So there we go. All right, so we got his arms back in position. How's Cyberpunk? Still playing that? All right, so we're going to put his guns back in. Like that. Right there. And there we go. Sandstorm back in robot mode. As you can see, he's a cool looking figure. And I think he'd be worth your money if you enjoy collecting such things. However, with that said, if you had plans on displaying him, you're not going to be able to do that, because this is the box it comes in. It doesn't come in your standard packaging box. It comes in a cardboard box, or just your regular cardboard box. And if you want to look at the figure and just not assume he's fine, you're gonna have to crack open that seal, which will take away a little bit of the value from it. Depending on how popular the figure is, and if it winds up being like a rare, iconic type figure. There's no getting around it. You're gonna have to crack it open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Sandstorm back in its packaging. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna see if I could just put it back here with his guns on the sides, instead of trying to jam those guns back into the bubble wrap. Fracking ridiculous. I'm gonna do that. So, get that. Try to get his feet back in there, in position. Right there. I have a gun that talks and auto aims at. Well, that's nice. Well, we won't judge you for enjoying having a gun that talks to you. But no, is Keanu Reeves in the game, by the way? He's in the commercials. So is he in the game? Like as a playable character? So we have. He's back in his package, where he's probably going to I don't know. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with this guy. I can't display him. If I resell him, I'm going to take a loss on him. I'm just really not sure what I'm going to do with this guy just yet. Guess that's something I have to think about. Let's see if we can get these guns in here. Okay, so the gun popped in pretty easy again. Oh. Okay. So we're going to reopen the box back up. We're going to put his stuff in there, which they don't give you much of. And we're going to put Sandstorm back in this box. There he goes, right there. Back in this box. Close him back up. And there you have it, folks. G1/G2, depending on your opinion of it. Sandstorm. Solid figure. It's worth the money. If you're a collector and you like cool figures, then yeah, I think he's worth the money. But to enjoy him, you're going to have to take him out of package. And you're going to lose value on it. Just know that going up front. Or you can leave it unopened and you could look at your pretty cardboard box. Say, ooh, that's nice. I know there's a Sandstorm in there. Can't look at him. Hey, maybe I could Google him. See his pictures online. Yep, that's what was in there. Now, you're going to want to open it up. Oh, so he actually is in it. That is pretty cool. I bet he made a nice little buttload of cash on that deal. So, next week, I'm pretty excited. I will be doing a restoration video. It's been a while since I've done one. I ordered some parts, G1 Megatron parts, and they're pretty beat up. And they need some work. And I think I'm going to do a video on restoring them, just to show you guys how to do it. My earlier videos, I've improved on my techniques. I think you'll be a lot happier with the way I do them now. And I look forward to that. It's going to have most of his attachments. And it's going to have his instruction booklet. And I'm gonna